The distortion of the fabric of space and time around one black hole also exists for the other black hole. So you have black holes entering each other's event horizons. So I opened up that thesis. I didn't understand a single page in it. And fuck your ass.
And we're live.
You meant to do harmonica. Do it like soulful, like you're...
Like I've never played it before.
No, come on, but like channel the emotion. You're gonna die. Like you've got cancer.
You're gonna die, so a little bit of harmonica will send you right off.
Yeah.
You got cancer.
I don't
No, you
even
have
know what fucking
Can't have
notes are on the
tuberculosis.
fucking harmonica. It's like...
Could I set the scene for you to like come in?
Yeah, sure, bro. I don't know any notes on this.
You don't need to. It's
Yeah,
comes from the
I
heart.
kinda do.
It comes from the heart.
Yeah, go.
All right.
Dope case, by the way. Velvet.
You're at a diner and you're a detective in the 1920s. It's raining
I knew you were gonna say this. yeah. Just keep going.
and you've been working so hard and you've just missed your daughter's ballerina recital. Your wife's annoyed with you. She's just sent you she just rang you on the phone booth outside. There's water running down the side of the red box, and you slam the phone into the phone booth and hang up because you ran out of 20 cents. And the last word she says was she wanted a divorce. We need to talk. Your daughter just got out of hospital with a broken leg, and it was her first time dancing since the accident. The accident being a car crash that was your fault.
Because you're drunk driving.
Because you were drunk driving. Because you've been working so hard. Because there's a serial killer on the loose, and he's been cutting people's heads off. And now you've just sat down on that concrete step up on the phone booth, grabbed your trusty old harmonica out of your pocket that your dad passed down for 6 generations.
I don't even know what the fuck he said.
But
for
the
half of
twist is that it turns out that you actually are the serial killer ripping people's heads off. It just happens when you...
And you're really happy about it.
Yeah. And so you're trying to find the guy and make it look like you're trying to find the guy, but you are the guy.
And this is your one little expression of, I'm so horny, the fact that I'm killing people and I'm tricking everyone.
Let me suss out the notes first.
Okay. The water's dripping off your hat.
This is such a... No, the notes are too high in this.
You're a maniac. What are you laughing for, you murderer? You're insane. Look at you laughing, bro.
Because the way you describe the scene is fucking up here. Like, listen to this. That's the lowest note.
I feel like that's exactly what a serial killer would do, though. He's just like murked a bunch of people, his whole family's falling apart.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Perfect.
You're keen. You're happy.
I was going to try and go with the whole fucking
Who are you
beginning of the
talking to? You're
story.
insane. You're at a phone booth in the rain. Who are you talking to right
The
now?
other part of his personality.
Yeah, where he split personalities
Right,
right now.
Thank you, director fucking Harry.
No.
I can't do this shit, bro.
We made this such a big deal.
Exactly. Oh,
Pressure's on, cunt.
if you kept it at the fucking diner, maybe I could have fucking done something.
Nah, you can't not now.
What am I gonna fucking play?
You don't even know
You chicken shit.
You don't even know how to play harmonica.
Oh, come on.
That's funny. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. 4 minutes of a story that didn't need to happen. Oh, that was funny.
People are just gonna hear me get right into the mic and go.
I just picture like the story in their heads mixing with you about to play the harmonica in the rain. Just this maniac just going. That was hilarious.
Can't.
Oh shit.
What threw me off even more was you just going fucking. What are you doing? You're laughing. Why? Oh,
It made sense for the story.
no,
I tried to hype you, but it just didn't work.
no. I was too overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with your narration.
Oh my god. But imagine if you just die. Imagine if you started going.
I need to learn how to play now.
There'll be a part 2 to this story. And you'll learn to play like something like Slim Dusty. Something like that.
Bro, I need to fucking pick up the saxophone again. I want to have been doing that a long time ago now, but just haven't brought it around
But what's the point of learning a saxophone?
because I like the way it sounds.
You do? Is that why? And like you just enjoy the instrument? I always wonder that.
I
Like,
don't mind playing it.
like in Soul, like some people's life, like exactly when you were asleep at this point, but he finally gets the job as like what he always wanted,
Oh yeah, no, I was there for that.
and he just fucking just shows up every day to play to like 6 people at a jazz bar, and this was this whole cunt's dream. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna play with this person, and then he's just like, yeah, this is just a day in day out job where you just play saxophone to like at the same place for the same people. It's like, yeah, that's what it is to play like a classical instrument or like a non-popular. Like if you're the best of the best in jazz, there's not the crowd that likes jazz, so you're just like this fucking dude.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't fucking there for that.
What do you mean?
I wasn't awake for that because
Well,
I thought you were saying like he just got the job and then he fucking died.
Nah.
But you're talking about when he fucking I was.
He
I fell
gets the
asleep around
job,
there.
and then she's like, what do we do? What's happening from now? And he goes, we come back here tomorrow, and we do it all again. And he's just like, huh. Like,
he just realizes,
Yeah.
fuck, I should have taken that other one. Oh.
yeah, he's like, fuck, I spent my whole life chasing this, and I've got it, and now I just come back and do it all again. It's a bit of a fucking wig. Like,
Oh,
how
so
much...
it's kind of like
It wasn't worth it. He
Yeah.
expected more. The chase was more than the actual thing.
yeah, bro. They built that up fucking in the movie. The way she's like such a the judgmental character of her is like, fuck.
But that's how you get caught up in that culture. Like, oh, he's arrogant. I guess he might be able to be a jazz player. You know, like, well, that shit, like the culture breeds like this fake, like, desire for it to be so much more than it is.
And Disney showed that as well.
Weird.
Usually they'll fucking like, or movies will just show like they got the goal and that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
instead of just fuck, well,
Soul isn't a kid's movie, man.
oh bro,
They go so hard.
just the tune they played in the fucking afterlife, whatever it was called, whatever they kept referring it to, the fucking
The Big Great Beyond.
the Great Beyond. Ooh, oh,
And they like
man.
just pull it out. Like, would you like to go to the Great Beyond? And they literally, it's the equation. The people in there. It's literally God. Just a line, bro. They're the line. Like, this is lines. Like, what are lines? So fucking wig out.
Oh.
Like, what are the differentiations in our vision? Everything's made up of lines. It's our reality through our eyes.
I mean, I can't see these lines, but
Line right here.
yeah, but that's not everything.
But all these lines are connected. Everywhere you look, it's all connected. Every line is connected to another line. In your vision.
Okay, I was thinking straight lines.
I mean just lines in general.
Because I was like, take a step outside and look at that, but fucking everything connects to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying now.
Wig out, eh? And it's like space and lines. But I wonder what shit would look like if we had different eyes.
Well, yeah.
Like, is this table actually a table? Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's a fucking table.
Mm.
Is it? I think it's like a lobster or some fucking fish. I don't know how they know this as well, but they reckon they can see like. I think it's 16 colors or 16 more colors than we can see, or something like that.
How do they know that?
How do they know that?
Like, what's 16 more colors? Is it like the wavelength? Like, can they see like gamma radiation and shit? Like, what do you...
Probably, I'd say so.
Like
Like
infrared?
infrared and shit like that, yeah. But still, like, colours.
Imagine
I'm
seeing
thinking
infrared.
about like colours like this.
Yeah. But what's natural infrared? Because the way we see infrared is based on our color spectrum.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, what's actual pure
Like,
infrared
If
vision?
it was to look, if like that animal was to look at this, would it still see this, or will these colors change?
Does that
because
mean
the other colors affect, like other pigments of these colors affect?
Well, wouldn't it mean if it sees infrared? Wouldn't that mean it would see heat through its vision? That's fucked. Imagine if we saw heat and coldness, so we could like see optimal heating. Like, oh, that part of the bed, I'm gonna lie there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And like, what's pure infrared colors?
Well, we've got that, but it's just fucking technology.
Yeah, because we've somehow, bro, that's fucked. That we can even that we figure that out. Who's the first person to go? Oh, infrared lighting.
That's the thing that I was thinking about that today. Like, we watch cartoon movies and shit like that, and just cartoons in general and whatnot. Even just fucking movies with CGI in it.
Yes.
And some of the shit that they're doing, like, it's unnoticeable. Like, fucking Star Wars did a pretty fucking bang on job of what's her name?
Princess Leia.
Princess Leia.
Yeah. When she passed, they CGI'd her back into the movie, and it was pretty fucking good.
Paul Walker.
Didn't they use his brother's face as well, like
Well, they
to
used
help?
his brother's body and like basically just pasted Paul's
Yeah.
face on it.
Because they look pretty similar.
Same as like Juice WRLD now, like their post-mortem album. That's just so corrupt. That's just so. I don't know how I feel about that. Like it's not him.
It shouldn't be behind a paywall at the least. Like if you.
But then people would be like, but like, people would be like, oh, the money should go to the family or something like that.
Yeah,
but
that's
then, even
It-
if you
it-
do
it-
that,
either
it's still
way,
going to go
it's-
into
it's
people's
not-
hands. That,
Yeah.
But I guess what I was trying to say is fucking. From. I don't even know, before internet to now, which is like what, 20 years, 30 years maybe. Cartoons have gotten so fucking realistic, and it's like, how do you even approach that? It's just a bunch of ones and zeros, essentially. Like, how do you code something to make it look real or move like we know how a human would move?
Yeah.
And think, oh, okay, it's a human cartoon. Or even like an animal.
Yeah. But the weird thing is, like, there's someone who creates the ones and zeros, the code that creates that's happened so many times. There's like the ones and zeros, like some cunt creates the code that creates the world in which they create the cartoons. Like when you go into like the Unreal Engine, someone's created the Unreal Engine out of ones and zeros. That fries my brain. Like, how do they begin to create the gravity in that? They're legit gods.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and how, like, they're able to mimic a light in game, like the sun, and cast a shadow and like
And ray tracing. Or
dusk to
something.
dawn.
It's
Fucking,
ridiculous.
bro, it's actually insane.
It's just gonna get more and more realistic. We're slowly creating our own universe.
We're slowly creating the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Unless we're already in it. Matrix 3 or Matrix 4. Just watched
Matrix Infinite, bro.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch the new Matrix, did you?
Nope.
Good.
Yeah, no, I heard it was shit.
No, he's a hater. It's not. It's worth a watch.
No,
Really?
it's
Because
not.
I heard
Worth
from
a
Kev.
It's not.
Kev, nothing. I think it's definitely worth a watch.
You think it's worth a watch?
Worth a
I
watch.
thought we
It's not-
established that.
wow.
It was worth a
No, it's not a waste of time.
watch. I disagree heavily. I think
For
if you,
somebody who's actually a pretty harsh movie critic,
But, you know,
and you to say this about,
I'm biased because I fuck with that idea hard.
okay,
Like
my
just
argument would be
the thought of the red pill, blue pill brings me to
Yeah.
my core. I'm like there, like sweating when I'm watching that movie. Like, what if like I took a red pill and like lost my reality? It freaks me the fuck out. So that's
No,
why.
my argument would be that if you like the first 3 movies, then don't watch this one. Like if you're just watching it for the sake of watching it, then it'll be like a popcorn flick.
But you need
Fun
that
movie.
last 3 to even understand this movie, which
Yeah, I
is
know,
weird.
Like they built up the world so much through those 3, and then they just kind of like undid it and rewrote the rules, and so that basically 1, 2, and 3 were kind of meaningless.
If you can look beyond massive plot holes and just take in just the aesthetics of the movie and the fight scenes, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
so there are massive plot holes.
And there's a few ideas and that like wig you out. Like
Okay, yeah, sorry.
like they use like, because he's in a new reality, they use like relationships in the new reality to tie them into their new blue pilled reality, because they're trying to escape it, and the whole matrix converges around them to keep them in the blue pill because they're anomalies.
Okay, Does it?
which really interests me, but they don't play it out that well.
Okay, because I like the first Matrix. I think I've watched a bit of the second. Haven't watched the third.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit lost in the storyline there.
Yeah.
But with this new one, because it seems like he's back in the Matrix.
Yeah.
How is he going back into the Matrix?
This is the massive plot hole.
Yeah, do you want
Well,
to
he
spoil?
just I
No,
don't
we can't
mind.
spoil it for if someone's watching it.
Oh, fucking go watch it now. Come back to us.
I think that was their
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert! Meh, meh. I'll add some fucking effects.
Okay.
I found them, bro. They're fucking mint.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of 3, in the real world, him and Trinity sacrifice themselves to destroy like all the machines and all that in the machine city, and they die in the real world. And then so everyone living in the real world is now at peace and harmony, living without a war with the machines. Everyone living in the Matrix is now just living, it's like the best reality they can possibly have.
Which
And
doesn't
then-
make sense because it already is the best reality. That
Well,
that
no,
part
but
of the
it's
movie.
like it's without like all the rules and laws of like things that they need to follow now. It was just like there was rainbows in the sky 24/7. It was just blissful.
Hmm.
And now it's like, well, they say that in the real world, so outside the Matrix, it's like 60 years later. Inside the Matrix, it's current day, 2021, or when it was.
Yeah.
And somehow he's back in the Matrix, Trinity's back in the Matrix, they're not dead, and then, was it the architect? And
The analyst.
The
they call
analyst?
him.
Yeah, yeah. And
Because he was a
analyst-
psychoanalyst.
Well, you explain it from here. You can explain.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of... Did he rebuild the Matrix?
I think he's just the overseer. I don't know. No, he did rebuild them. I don't know he's in charge of maintaining the Matrix, I think.
Yeah, so he wants to keep the Matrix as it is, and they do all this exposition and shit, and they say that that in the real world the machines found Neo and Trinity, and they were both dead, and then they brought them back and operated on them and all this weird shit.
But also,
Brought them back to life and then put them back in pods.
Yeah.
And chucked them back in the Matrix because they were anomalies and they needed them to make the Matrix run properly.
yeah, something like that. But and also like they had some supernatural ability that if they touched when they were remaking, they'd cause explosions and they melt
Yeah.
people, which doesn't make any sense.
That was kind of the point, though, was that it didn't make any sense. It was an anomaly that inside the Matrix didn't make any sense. In the real world, it turns out Neo actually has powers in the real world.
Yeah.
Only when he's with Trinity or some shit. I don't know.
Well, like they tried to rebuild him, and they kept trying to rebuild Neo, and like he wouldn't work. And then they put Trinity next to him, and then they could rebuild him. And then him and Trinity touched when they were rebuilding them, and burnt all the aliens around them. And they're like, "Oh, we've got to keep these guys
yeah,
apart."
they were like
so
a
then,
living EMP.
yeah, and then they put them next to each other, just opposed to each other, so they could keep an equilibrium, and that apparently allowed the Matrix to run better. No explanation.
For some reason.
And also, in that 60 years, Neo dying with Trinity caused a schism between the fucking aliens, and they had a civil war.
No, they weren't aliens. They were machines.
Machines, but we don't, what are they? We don't.
Well,
The machines?
yeah.
Oh, well, the machines, right? They're sentients or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
They
Like
caused a
AI.
civil war between the aliens, and they fought each other over like this time. They don't talk about it. No, don't worry about it. Why did Neo cause a problem for them? Shh, don't worry. Wouldn't that be a really interesting place to take that movie?
Oh, so they just bring up the fact that there was a civil war because of Neo between the machines.
And they started fighting each other, killing each other. It blew up the whole civilization. Then they restarted from the beginning, or not from the beginning. That they found order, then they started again, and they don't tell us about it. And then also they have sentient robots that now work for the humans. They're on the human side because they side with the humans,
Okay, yeah, because of the civil war.
and
Yeah.
they don't.
That's why they just be like, oh, that's probably why, so they could say the machines are working with those humans.
Yeah.
Because there was a civil war.
And that's a massive
that's
part
what
of this
was
story.
Exposition. They just needed a reason to have him there, so they just said, civil war.
I wish they went like into that and turned into like a fucking like philosophical drama about like the aliens having like a racist slavery dynamic and the machines creating their own morals and shit. How cool would that have been? And you see like debates with the robots debating each other, and then there's an uprising and a revolution, and then Neo becomes the symbol, and of like the downtrodden and shit like that. Like it could have been so cool.
You know, it would have been like if in Endgame when they did that 5-year time jump, like at the start of the movie, because there was some important shit that happened during that, but it was like basically just Thor gets depressed and fat and some people are off world and all of that. But it would be like if fucking the main part of the plot took place in those 5 years and they tell you within 5 seconds and you just have to allow it. It was basically that. It was like, we're going to give you the whole reason this fucking movie exists. We're going to tell you halfway through the movie and we're going to give it 10 seconds of screen time and then we're not going to talk about it from that point.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
have to
fucking...
allow it.
Okay, so why are they approaching Neo again?
Because they need him and Trinity. See, I couldn't even figure this out watching the fucking movie. Did they need them to keep the Matrix like stable or something? Or did he just want them because they were so
They wanted it because it keeps them in control of the Matrix rather than the humans in control of the Matrix.
Right.
Which is weird. When they created the Matrix, they could just
Yeah.
fucking kill them in their pods.
Yeah.
And maybe someone who's like bigger brain than us can actually understand this. Maybe we're retarded.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Maybe
it was a
we're
really good
missing
movie.
Something,
Yeah.
It's just a fucking 10 out of 10.
Like, do you not see this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, so is there anything else? Like,
you know what's cool?
Oh.
There's a mass suicide scene where all these humans start jumping out of buildings and like landing headfirst on the floor when they're chasing
what it
Neo.
shows?
Yeah, bro, it's so cool. It's
Well, they're all
fucking
machines.
sick.
Like, they're not like...
That's why I loved it.
When they die, it's not like blood and guts. It's like...
It splatters but into the fucking
it's
Matrix.
like digital,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But it
So
looks
it's not
like blood.
Gory, yeah.
But it's got like the little Matrix
Okay.
symbol in the blood.
Yeah.
But bro, it was so the best scene, like it just they're like riding a motorbike through this city and it just cuts to a guy in bed with his wife and the guy just wakes up and he's like, "Babe, you okay?" And he goes, "Brr," and he just starts bolting, jumps out the window and his wife's like, "Oh my god!" And he fucking goes boom headfirst into a car, bro. I was just like, "Holy fuck, best movie ever!" Like that shit got me so high. I was like, "They never.
Okay.
This shit is
I
intense."
might have to see it then, yeah.
You see, like if you can appreciate like that
Yeah.
fuckery and that like the animation and
Because
like,
I do like watching animators.
Yeah,
and,
I
like,
would say
animations.
if you're gonna watch this one, don't watch the other two yet, like the 2 and 3. Just go and watch this one and just allow all the exposition, all that other shit.
Because it's basically like restarting.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
It's like there is some stuff that was established, but they show a lot of that through the movie too.
they had such cool concepts, but they just sucked at putting it all together.
Yeah, I think they wanted to do so many things and they didn't have enough time to do all of it.
But they
and
wasted
just started throwing
but
shit
they
in,
wasted
like,
space and the tone wasn't even set. The tone, the Mr. Agent Smith, who's the main villain, or the other main villain, the anti-hero, pretty much, the opposite of the Antichrist, essentially. His character isn't even intimidating. His character is forgettable. His character is boring, which you could say, if you really, he's meant to be like that because he's just the average guy. He can be anyone. But fuck that. He has no presence in the movie. Like you don't go, holy fuck,
Like the original one.
Agent Smith, bro, you see him on the camera, you literally go, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's here.
Yeah.
Like, you would honestly be like, Neo needs to get away from this cunt. It's not like that in this movie at all.
It's like, oh, Neo could just fucking...
Like, it's
Yeah.
you don't even think that. It's
You
just a
can walk
thing.
the
It's
other
just this
way.
dude.
Yeah.
He has no, like, intimidation. There's no, like, expression. Morpheus was good. The new Morpheus character. I don't know why they didn't put old Fishburne in there, but he holds the character pretty well.
In the movie, they explained it because it was
Well, Morpheus died, yeah.
Yeah, Morpheus is dead in the real world, and he was
'Cause
older
it's 60
in
years
the real
ahead.
world 60 years later. Or
Yeah.
something. But that I forgot because in the real world, it's not current day. It's like 2,500 and something.
Yeah.
That's why all the machines have taken over and forced everyone in the Matrix.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt like it had the potential to have all the soul and heart of the originals, but it wanted to do so many different things and like fucking put the what's it called, the series, the franchise on like another level, one up it,
Yeah.
and it just got rid of all the things that made it so great, rewrote them within 20 seconds,
Yeah.
and then forced you into it whether you liked it or not.
And then another plot hole. They want to keep him and Trinity away from each other, yet they put him and Trinity in
Right
the same
next to
city. and they talk to each other. Is that part of the fucking jerk of what the Matrix is, to keep him close but far, which is odd?
Well, yeah, it was like they needed that balance or something, right?
I don't know what. Yeah.
But they also made Neo's new life as a game in the Matrix. He's like a game developer who made a game series about the Matrix,
Which was his life.
So the past 3 movies inside
video
that
games.
Matrix got turned into video games.
Which
And it was just a wank.
it like gives him, and the whole reason why that he breaks out of the Matrix is because he realizes that the game was his life, and so does Trinity. So while they do that, it's just fucking. While like all these all-knowing AI beings, while they be such retards, it's. And they had such cool concepts. That a concept of everyone around him was a way that was hemming him into living the dull life. So everyone around him put him in the dull life. He had a psychiatrist that explained all of his psychotic episodes as just psychotic episodes, and he explained it in such a beautiful way, which would convince you that you're not insane. They're just delusions, but in reality they're real. And it puts you in a weird headspace when you're like, what if I'm going insane and this is the same? Like it's a really psychotic explanation. You know what I mean? Like they just could have done it so much better. I don't know how they could have done it so much better, but the concepts were there, the fucking ideas were there.
Yeah,
And then,
I think that was it. Like they just had to pick one thing. Like they had so much going on. That just was completely unnecessary. Like, why? What was he called? The architect or the analyst? If you're gonna have him as the main villain, then leave Smith out of it.
but
You don't need Smith.
Smith was used as like he was used as like, the opposite agent to create Neo, which is weird. But then he kills the analyst to get what he wants. But then then the whole reason Smith fought Neo in the first place was to get control of the Matrix. And then he killed the analyst
And loses everything.
Yeah.
It just turns into someone else.
Does he leave? He just leaves, doesn't he?
He transforms into a fucking NPC.
No, he leaves the NPC. The NPC pops back. You know what I mean?
What? No.
How they did
He
in the
went
original
back to the
ones?
Matrix and moved to another human. Like he just let that guy go back to. He turned into that guy. Then he left the guy, and the guy came back.
You know the original ones?
Yeah.
How
The
when
NPCs
Agent
would
Smith,
turn into Smith.
Agent Smith would just morph into one of the fucking like police officers.
Yeah, that's what he did. He just
No, it wasn't that, because when he morphed into that, he forgot that he was anything. He didn't do it on purpose.
What?
Yeah, he didn't have control over that, as far as I remember. Because when Smith turned back into the NPC, the NPC was just like wigging out.
I thought that was him just leaving the NPC.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I didn't think so, because
See, why the fuck are we even questioning this? This shouldn't be a question in the movie.
Exactly.
You
It
see,
was
that's
so
fucked.
fucking
That's how you see
pointless.
how fucking annoying this movie is in so many ways. Because they took on a
Okay.
fucking philosophical idea that has to be dialed, bro. If you're gonna get the reason the Matrix is so good is because they had it pinned. They knew exactly what they were doing. They any plot hole was fucking covered.
Yeah.
This one was just a shit fest.
Hold up.
But it's worth a watch, in my opinion.
Hold up. So you're saying this guy, like in the original movies,
Yes.
when he just moves away, as you're describing it.
Yeah.
So the NPC like comes back, like
He takes
leaves-
control of the MC, then he moves out of the NPC into another person, like somewhere else in the world.
Yeah, so it's like the original.
Yeah, but the problem is, why would he do that? Why wouldn't he fight Neo? Because in the whole last movies, his whole being was to beat Neo, because it was him versus Neo, because whoever won was the anomaly. Because he's the opposite anomaly, and Neo's...
Okay,
he's the anomaly from the humans, and he's the anomaly from the programs. And whoever...
Oh.
They go up against each other like Harry and Voldemort, and whoever wins gets the ultimate power. So this cunt gets to this last point, goes... He saves Neo, and then goes... You're literally the person who you need to beat. I need to beat you in order to gain control. Yet he helps him win, and then gives Neo all the power and doesn't even fight him.
That's why I think that he had no choice in turning back into the NPC or turning into an NPC.
Why would he? Why?
Because he just got rid of the fucking analyst.
But why is the analyst dead? He shot him with a gun. The analyst has been shot so many times, and then he turns into the fucking
Well, no,
Matrix.
because remember, the analyst wasn't dead. They went back and saw him after.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
This is what I'm saying. It was a fuckwit of a movie.
Yeah,
it was
right?
It was the prick.
Agent Smith shoots the analyst. The analyst is just this OP god who can move in bullet time. Yet Agent Smith just goes, ha ha ha, bam, shoots him like John Wick. How John Wick just walks up to some cunt, shoots him. Does that. Apparently the analyst didn't see it coming when the analyst literally is the equation, can see all things happening at all times. Doesn't see this happen, then goes, oh, I'm dead. Yet all agents can get shot 1,000 times, fucking dodge it, and then eat bullets, and this cunt dies.
wait,
Fuck off.
how
I
come-
hate this movie now. The more I talk about it, the more I hate it. Because I have such bias. I'm so biased to the Matrix. I love it.
Wait, so... Oh, what did he just fucking say?
That about the analyst being killed by.
Yeah,
Smith.
so this analyst who is basically overseeing everything,
Yeah.
what? He just dies. Who's a god
He-
who
no.
dies. He
Well,
dies like
he
legit.
fucking the analyst is there, and he's fighting Smith, and for some reason the analyst can turn everything into bullet time, like when Neo fucking dodges the shit. But Neo and everyone else can't operate in bullet time; they're all in slow mo. For some reason, Agent Smith just fucking rocks up, and he's not affected by the bullet time thing. He's just walking through, and then he shoots. He kills the analyst for no. Oh no, because he wants to get control of the Matrix, right? He kills the analyst because he wants control of the Matrix.
So, he said he was helping Neo. He's like,
No,
you'll get from me.
no, because he needed the analyst out of the way.
It's in his best interest.
Yeah, so that he could then kill Neo. But then he kills the analyst, and then he turns into an NPC, doesn't kill Neo. Yeah, whatever it is. He fucks off for no really explained reason. It just happens. And then Trinity and Neo go off into the Matrix, and they run around, and people are dive bombing them with their heads and shit and all that. And then what happens? They fly away.
She becomes the one.
Oh, she's the one.
Then out of nowhere,
Oh.
Neo also becomes the one, and they both can fly.
Yeah.
Which
That
they jump off a building, then Trinity flying, and then he's like, I'm not doing this because he can't fly. He's not the one. They fly away. No, the worst one, right? It triggers me.
dirty.
Right? The worst one was after she becomes the one and they fly up into the air.
I love how you accepted that.
Yeah.
Just sat down in the chair. Yeah. Fucking yeah. Sorry.
Right? So at the end, when she becomes one, they literally fly up into the sky, and you know what happens? They grab the plugs out of their head in the ship and just pull them out. You know what that happens in the last movies? You know what happened when they did that?
Die.
They die because the little rat in the last one kills motherfuckers like that, and he like almost rapes Trinity and almost pulls her thing out. Yet the cunt goes boom and shoots him with the electric thing. Right? What's his name? Whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
And they just go. They pull them out. They don't run to a mirror. In this one, they have to run to a mirror in order to get out or some shit, or like the phone booth like last time.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. They
why
legit
the
flew up
phone
into the
booth?
sky. They said they don't need to do that anymore. They said at the very start, which is I don't know. They could have just said we can go to mirrors and phone. Like why can't they just add the phone booth in too? It doesn't make. Well, they don't need to not run to phone booths. Just add it.
Not many phone booths around, I guess.
Yeah, but they just unplugged them. That kills the cunts. And then, oh,
No.
they killed someone, but they also didn't even get to a phone booth. They apparently can now just leave whenever they want.
I think it was implied that they found a mirror.
They flew up into the sky. Is there a mirror in the sky?
I don't think so, but I mean, maybe they went and found a mirror after.
Sky scene, cut to, like what?
Wait, who pulls them out?
The people in the crew in the
Okay.
ship.
Wait. So sorry. When you said this at the start, I kind of missed it.
Ah.
So the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Were you saying that's all good and well as well?
It was. What happened?
What happened?
The Civil War happened, and then
What do you mean? They also had to bring some girl up to Trinity's pod to get her out of there, and she had to use her brain in order to transfer
it was
their
such
brain
a wank
when
of
there
a
was no
movie,
need. Like there was
man.
no need for that to happen. They had this whole scene about doing this mad surgery in order to fix it, and they needed some bitch, and this chick just plugged her head in. That she went and they plugged it out. Like, can I have an explanation of why you needed that? And why was there a massive scene about this thing that had no explanation and no actual reason for why it needed to happen? It's just fake. It's just not real. It has no implication. There's no stakes to it. The whole movie no one died either. No one in their entire team died. At the very start, like, oh, we're all gonna die. No one dies. I want someone getting shot.
Yeah.
I want someone to backstab someone. I want Agent Smith to tear someone's head off.
Yeah,
Make
bro.
him a
Like
threat.
in the first
Make
Matrix,
him
when someone
consume someone.
dies, like immediately 5 minutes later, half the crew dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole crew pretty much dies.
Yeah, legit. It's like, who is it? Neo, Trinity, and fucking Morpheus.
Hmm.
That's it.
And
Oh,
Neo,
man.
Trinity both die. At the
In
very
this-
end.
Of 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
then
Morpheus is
back.
dead now.
Mm.
So they should have just ended the fucking franchise
Yeah.
and left it as it was because it had a good ending.
And you know, or they could have even have made a completely new movie on the outside and had it about the fucking
Yeah.
outside world.
That's what.
And the
Finn
Matrix
was
is
saying.
just a part of the world.
Finn was saying like they should have done like a Netflix spin-off about like a TV series based in the real world of the Matrix during the Civil War.
Would have been cool.
That would have been sick. People would have watched that,
Mm.
and it would have gotten good reviews if they did it properly because they focused
Yeah.
on one thing.
Or even like put an epic drama piece of like the story of the people, because they also built an entire new city as well and moved to a whole new city because the other city got burnt down and blown up by the aliens. And then during the Civil War they moved to another city somehow, I don't know, and they built a massive civilization with all this technology within 60 years, which is almost like impossible. I
mean, there's AI.
True. There is that. But it would have been cool. Imagine they did a story about the people who went out prospecting for the new civilization during the Civil War as the setting. That would have been cool.
I need to see this movie so I can like be on board with this.
Well, you pretty much got it. The more I talk about it, the more I fucking hate it. Which
Yeah,
is
but the
actually
more you guys also talk about it, the more you're like, but I don't understand.
annoying. I think I need to watch it again though.
I'm not watching that again.
You know.
Why not? Come along.
You know what we need to
I
watch.
saw the. Alright.
Yeah.
You know what we need to watch. You know the one.
No.
You know the one.
Wait, is it one of the ones we had on our list?
It's the only movie that's worth watching. That's coming out.
It's
probably
coming out.
probably next year.
Ooh. Probably next year.
Yeah.
Next year, like 2023 next year?
Probably 2023.
Is it
yeah.
a sequel?
Oh, Avatar.
It's a sequel.
Yeah.
No, not Avatar. It's
Ooh.
better than Avatar.
Oh!
Okay,
And
hold
you're not
up.
aware of this?
Hold up.
I
Are
feel
you,
like he's gonna
are
say
you about to
this
wank?
year.
Fast and Furious 10,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Fuck's sake.
No! Not for fuck's sake.
I'm keen
you
for
know,
it. I am
you know,
keen for that,
I'm
actually.
feeling it so hard that I'm pushing it into everyone's fucking head around me. So you guys can't be like, you
Oh,
can
I'm
say
not.
that.
I'm on board with it. I love Fast and Furious 9.
Nah, it's
The
gotta be
amount of
next
wank
level.
shit
Yeah,
that was in Fast and Furious 9, I was like, oh my god, they actually have like just added this in the plot that they fucking know
They're
that they're
invincible.
sort of semi-gods or demigods.
Watch that expand. Watch that fucking little flower
Yeah.
blossom in the next movie.
And just the fact that they fucking, the end of the movie, it's like a bit of the credits, and then fucking, what's that? Who shows up in the blue fucking skyline? Like, of course, they didn't show his face, of course, because
That's not how they
motherfucker's
do it.
dead.
Yeah.
No, they just show it pulling into the fucking house.
Oh my god, Paul Walker!
That's it. Have some more credits, bitch.
Yeah. That's
Remember this cunt? Yeah, we're bringing
It's-
it back.
It's such a satire. It's so like it's so not a satire. But if you look at it as if it's a satire, your mind explodes. Because
Bro.
if they could not bring Paul Walker back as a joke because it's a fucking against his death. You know what I mean? It's a bit fucked. But the fact that they're doing it on purpose, but viewing it as if it's fucking funny,
Yeah.
makes it so funny.
Yeah.
Like, Paul Walker's dead and these guys are like, let's bring back Paul Walker because the fans want it.
Yeah.
When it's just for money. And then you're like, they're bringing back Paul Walker. Instead of going, ooh, what the fuck? You're like, that's funny as fuck.
Imagine they just like they turn it into the biggest wank movie. They fight on the moon and shit like that. And
Bro.
Paul Walker comes back and it's just his mangled fucking burnt body
some
cunt.
fucking portal opens, it's Doctor Strange and Paul
No.
Walker.
Bro, no. So you know at the scene at the end when the skyline pulls into the thingo, the start of the next movie, the skyline pulls in, and then it pans out, and there's all skylines, like 100 different skylines, are all coming in from different angles, parking, and all Paul Walkers get out, just. It's all about family. He's just like walking around, and like, holy fuck! And then Doctor Strange comes out. Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck.
Put it back.
Yeah. Just opens a portal, shuts him. Dominic comes out with a shotgun. Yeah, it's my father's V12. And then he just fucking... It's like a bot, bro.
He opens a portal of his own, fights Doctor Strange.
Yeah, fucking Dominic just goes... Turns into like a fucking mythical robe.
No, he just starts doing burnouts and then they open the portal. Yeah.
And they put on rings and they like combine.
Fuck, yeah, Power Rangers.
And then he puts on like his fucking Triple X red glasses and starts like skateboarding and shit. They just mix it all together. Oh man, I hope it's that.
Oh, bro.
I hope it's that.
Every Vin Diesel role takes place in Fast and Furious.
You know,
Bro,
see
oh my
Groot
god,
pop out?
please.
Yeah.
What was that movie we watched? Was it
Triple X,
Bro,
yeah.
everything
He's
is
just
slow
hitting
motion and goes for 10 fucking scenes. Oh, bro, 10 different action shots.
Yeah.
They last for about 10 minutes.
Bro, you know... Okay, if it doesn't even happen, you know how many people would go and see that movie if it came out? Like, bro, have you seen Fast and Furious 10?
Oh, yeah.
It's fucked. They legit go to the moon. Everyone be like, I'm directly going to the cinemas to watch Fast and Furious. You have to, because it's such a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the best decision they would ever make, is to do a movie like that. It would be a cultural phenomenon. Imagine how many memes there would be of fucking Fast and Furious 10.
Bro, there are already memes about Fast and Furious 10.
Yeah, they
And
just
then
need to
the
ride the
first one
wave,
comes
bro.
out.
They need to ride the wave.
And just turn into a complete comedic satire joke
Yeah.
of like all genres, of an action movie satire mixed with like Matrix mind-bending reality shit. Oh my god. And then they just ground it with fast cars and family. Like
Yeah, the movie still ends with them
Yeah.
pumping Coronas.
it's like there's a
At
heist.
Dom's house that's been blown up 4 fucking times.
Literally. Yeah, and it's like a fucking
It looks the exact same.
Yeah!
Didn't want to change anything.
in the
Nostalgia.
bro. Yeah, in the middle of the fucking movie, they're like going to space, they're doing a heist on the moon and shit, and then they're just like in the middle of it with no context at all. It just cuts to a scene of them in the backyard with Coronas and like a fucking golden lens cover of like just like the vibe, sunset, and they're having like a fucking a roast, like passing food, ha ha ha, joking and shit. It's good to have family.
Can we fucking allow the fact that they actually went to space in some fucking crackhead rocket car ship? Old mate brings up the fact that maybe we're invincible, and old mate next to him goes, "You're tripping." As they're in space driving.
That's what I'm saying. No one sees this.
Ram a satellite.
Yeah.
The car doesn't explode.
No
or
one's
something.
seeing this. Everyone goes, fuck Fast and Furious. It used to be about cars. It's a joke, man.
Oh, bro.
Alright, Fast and Furious. Are we on board that this movie's going to be Fox,
Yeah,
Fast and
bro.
Furious 10? Have I convinced you?
It's gonna be fucked. I feel like it's gonna be a good watch either way because even if it's a really good movie, props because it's a good movie. If it's that shit, will still be that good.
It'll be even... What?
Yeah.
That shit as in what?
That just like fucked. It just hit a new peak of ridiculous.
If it was fucked and they did it on purpose and just went like 10 times
Just
what
went
it used to be,
hard.
like literal time, space, reality, they're fighting Thor in like fucking...
Yeah, turns out they've been in the MCU the whole time.
Bro, you
What's
know
that
what
under the table deal? Like Marvel just buys it real
Yeah.
quick. Deadpool directed and fucking Ryan Reynolds directs it.
I completely forgot they even had John Cena in there as the like
Oh
protagonist.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, John Cena. No, he like does the burnout and they like cross eyes.
I
The
love
best
that.
scene is watching him try to get into Han's fucking car because he's just an ape. He's
Yeah.
that fucking big,
Oh.
and he's just trying to squeeze through the window.
No, the best scene is when they're fucking flooring it through the fucking jungle and he's in his Mustang. John Cena flies off the cliff. Everybody's like, what? And then out of nowhere, he's attached to the bottom of a plane and it goes soaring off. And they're just like, fuck, we didn't get him cut.
I love the arrogance. I love the Like it's so fucked, but they don't even allow how fucked it is. It's just jump a car off a building, a plane comes in, and just goes. Like, and they don't even think it's fucked. They're just like, you got away.
Wait, what about how they get to the other side of the fucking cliff? And Dom drives into like a bridge cable and somehow hooks it onto his wheel.
What?
And then
Oh,
they
yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah.
swing to the other side.
They just
somehow detach the fucking thing and then just roll and they eat. Not a problem.
Oh, bro.
No fucking furry.
Oh yeah, and then they get the fucking world's most strongest magnet that only attracts cars, and it pulls them through buildings. God, that's the most weak shit ever.
And then there's a scene with John Cena on the roof with his fucking grappling hook, and he's just flying across the fucking city. And every single shot, they shot it like 4 times. It's just him going like 4 times.
What about him doing the wrestling moves with the big Romanian guy on top of the convoy thing?
What?
Remember that?
No.
Yeah, there's just this shot of like up above,
Yeah.
and it's them on top of that big fucking truck that they're trying to pull over, and he's fighting some massive Romanian looking dude, and they're punching, and then it just goes to this shot of him just. It's just John Cena, just like on top of this guy grappling over him and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, bro.
Okay, who do they need to? Who needs to star heavy in Fast and
Arnold
Furious 10?
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. We need
Morgan
John Cena.
Freeman.
We need John Cena again. John
Yeah,
Cena
yeah.
needs to come back. He needs to like sell. He needs to speak Chinese in the whole movie. Can you
Dwayne
imagine?
Johnson.
The Rock. Yeah.
But he needs to be. He needs to only be in there for like 10 seconds. They just need to include it for like 10 seconds.
No. They need to get. They need
He
to
comes
get.
in with that smoldering intensity, then gone. Finish.
Or they get John Cena, The Rock, and Vin Diesel. Who else is a big nut fucking heavy man? Who else is the heavy man?
The Rock is actually like their third cousin removed.
Bro.
Oh my
But
god.
all 3 of them, bro, imagine how cool it would be to choreograph these. All 3 of them go for a free-for-all, all-out brawl. So it's 3 of them run into the center and they're each going like punch each other, bro.
Oh god.
Oh,
I want to
Fuck,
see
bro.
Vin Diesel just doing some like, Jason Statham.
Jason,
He
he's not
was-
big. He's not big enough.
He's
not nowhere near
near
as big enough.
He could be
No,
there.
John Wick.
Oh shit!
Just John Wick just rolls in,
Fuck. Who else? would
comes
be
in, just starts fucking arm firing into the background. He doesn't even get shown. He just comes in.
Oh,
Tom Cruise just comes in from
Tom
Mission
Cruise would be
Impossible.
fun. Tom Cruise would be... No, there's Tom Cruise just on a bomb. Just...
Tom Cruise, but he's doing like that laughing video.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Oh, who's another fucking banging?
Just a big man.
And they just need to cut that also, like in the middle of the movie, just cut to a scene of a theater viewing the movie of people just going like, what the fuck is this? And
Bro,
then
they
just cut
need-
it straight back. Just don't worry.
This movie also requires Nicolas Cage.
Every movie requires Nicolas Cage.
Just saying, he
Nicolas
needs to be
Cage.
pulled back from the depths. Apparently, he's releasing a new movie.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
about
yeah,
himself.
It's just Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage.
Good for
I
him.
actually watched him talk about it. He's like, it wasn't how he wanted it to be because it's him, but a more like, I think he said anxiety-ridden and like more cunty person.
It's like an inaccurate version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back on the fucking Fast and Furious 10.
It's him at this point in his life, or at that point in his life. Is it a narrative or is it actually him?
Nah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Like it's a comedy,
Oh.
as far as I'm aware.
It's like him, but yeah, sort of that.
It's got some wank name. Hold on.
Oh, Jack Black
Jack Black would be
just shows
Law.
up. Who else? Who?
You need to get some Marvel people in there just to.
I was
just
gonna
to
say-
jerk it that bit more. Chris Hemsworth rocks up.
I was gonna say
Chris
fucking,
Hemsworth's brother, and
Robert
he's like
Downey
wearing
Jr.
like
Yeah.
Cole's brand fucking Thor. They get like all of the major celebrities' brothers and
Yeah.
sisters to play like some cameo of like Iron Man, like fucking Steel Warrior. And it's just oh bro. Then that goes full satire because then they're satiring actual characters.
Bro,
They need to stay away from that. They need to be their own thing.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Woody.
Oh,
Fuck.
man.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, it's just him as like a mobster.
William Dafoe, bro. Get
Oh,
William Dafoe
bro.
in.
Mm-hmm. He's funny as.
He's fucked.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
He
Great
is
actor.
insanely good actor.
Holy shit. I'm pumped for that movie. Like, beyond pumped. I'm going to be pissing myself the whole time. Or they go the other way. They turn it into like a real serious drama.
I hope
No
not.
Oh,
laughs.
please
not.
not. If they've done this with the first one,
I can't believe they got the go-ahead to even allow that in the script. Like, who's signing off on that? Like, one of the guys knows they're a god. Like, they're so going in one direction.
Yeah, who was sitting there, read the script, and was like, this is...
They need the main character. The main villain. The main villain.
they need Brendan Fraser, bro.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
He needs to be the villain.
Yeah.
For another fucking head that would just...
Chandler. He's rich as fuck. I don't think they could get him. He's too rich.
Hugh Jackman, too.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Chris Rock.
Seinfeld.
Chris Rock would be good.
Just all the guys from Grown Ups rock up. It all takes place in the same universe.
And they play a basketball game against him.
Yeah. Basketball to save the world.
Yeah. You get like LeBron James for 2 seconds. Well,
I don't know who else. Who would be funny in like that sort of movie?
Steve Buscemi,
Who the fuck's that?
Crazy Eyes. What's his name? The Human Cigarette.
Oh, the guy from Grown Ups.
Yeah.
That puts himself.
Yeah, the guy who breaks his
Yeah,
arms.
yeah.
That dude. But also, you know the crazy guy, the conspiracy theory guy off Transformers. The guy who
Oh,
knows,
yeah.
the guy who knows all of this Transformers shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my fucking god, that guy. He's hilarious. He's a great
Oh
actor.
yeah,
He's a good
the
actor.
cop who
He gets-
like goes
Is he a cop?
in the first one. He's a cop, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was an FBI
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah, he gets slept on as an actor. He's
Yeah.
funny as.
Mm.
Sylvester Stallone, bro. Get that
Rambo.
mammoth of
Yeah.
a man.
Get all the cast from Expendables and just blow them up.
Yeah.
We need to watch MacGruber. Have you seen that movie?
Nope.
You know MacGyver?
Yeah.
How he makes all these bombs?
Yeah.
It's that, but a satire. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Like, you wouldn't think it's hilarious,
Yeah.
but they do it so well. They
Owen
do it
Wilson,
so well.
bro.
Owen Wilson.
Mm.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. They make it funny as well.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn is hilarious. They make good movies, those
Yeah,
two
they're
together.
like buddy movies. They're
Mm.
great.
Buddy
Owen
movies
Wilson
are
looks
great.
nothing like his brothers. Like
That's
their
it.
brothers don't look like they're related.
Bro, his fucking brother looks like fucking Hemsworth. Looks like a lion, cunt.
Legit.
Yeah. We have a podcast.
Baldwin brothers.
Forgot. Alec Baldwin.
Bro,
Oh,
that poor
no,
cunt.
I don't know. I think you can.
That poor cunt.
Oh yeah, that's a bit sad, eh?
I was watching Mission Impossible today, and I saw him. It was like the first movie I've seen him in ages.
Cat in the Hat, he rocks it.
Bro. His brother is an outcast fucking among the Baldwin brothers.
Bit of a tonal change.
They've got their own
Yeah.
fucking bloodline of lips.
Holy fuck. Show the camera. Show the people. Bloodline of lips, bro. That guy on the very right, he's had Botox for sure.
Bro, the guy, that guy doesn't have them, but he's an outlier.
That guy on the right is fucked.
Yeah, he's really trying.
He's gay. He's gay. He's had the Botox.
He's like, everyone's famous but me. Baldwin brother bloodline. Their lips, bro.
Oh shit! On the right.
Trying to be fucking Robert De Niro.
Are they all actors?
I don't
I
know.
think so.
Oh shit, sorry.
It could be.
Movies.
20 hottest sets of famous brothers. that can't be right.
He's a good
That's
actor.
what they're using as
Not a
the-
chance, bro.
You show
right,
the show the camera. There's surely like at least one human who's just like.
Yeah, surely someone's like, half chop.
They're like, let me look up that article.
Can't.
Man,
Bro, Fast and Furious 10?
Wait, were these for us?
I don't know.
Probably not. Yeah, you have been smashing them, haven't
I
you?
pumped like 6 of them.
Holy
Really?
Poor Finn, man.
I think they were Chris's.
Oh, poor Chris, man.
No. Taxed.
It's Dax. Well,
What's wrong? Crack?
At a picnic.
yeah, bro. Nah, fucking.
I just like wheel you and turn you the other way. Ugh.
God.
What's it like being allergic to things?
I feel like got a bit of FOMO. Fear of missing out, you know.
Yeah, that would suck. For sure.
I'm past. I'm definitely past it now. Nah.
Is that your big challenge? Is that been your big challenge in life? Your allergies?
Yeah. Well, as a kid, I was just like, everyone got to eat all this shit, and they're just like, "Oh, it's so good," and I'm like, "I'll die if I eat it." So, yeah, I was like, "Oh, yeah."
There was a FOMO point of time.
There was, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There definitely was a FOMO point of time. Oh, God.
Then how did that affect you?
Oh.
What about eggs?
News
You
article.
couldn't have eggs for a bit.
I can have, you know the funny shit about eggs. I remember this,
Okay.
and I'm not sure if it was because it was before or after, but I remember one of the reasons. Like, I swear I got tested immediately after this happened. But I went to eat like a fucking sunny side up egg, and I fucking choked on the cunt just because I couldn't eat it properly. Next minute, I just remember getting tested fucking for allergies.
What?
Yeah. So I didn't think I was allergic to egg because I thought I just choked on the fucking egg, but then I got tested for like allergies.
But you were allergic to egg.
Turns out I was allergic to egg.
You just
Oh
choked
shit,
on
I
it.
thought you weren't allergic to egg.
I'm not now.
Oh.
How's that work?
I don't know. Build immunity to it. Fucking
But you gotta eat it.
yeah.
So should you just like get a slither of a peanut and just
Yeah.
slowly...
I should, but
Is that a practice that happens?
yeah.
We should do it now. Picnic?
Some guy who was like anaphylactic, who's always trying challenges on like YouTube Shorts or TikTok.
He anaphylactic.
He's
himself.
anaphylactic to peanuts.
Yeah.
And he was just taking small bites until he like, I think he worked his way up to a full nut.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and he like said that he wasn't feeling anything, which is fucking retarded if you're anaphylactic to something.
Yeah.
So
Eventually he's gonna be eating like peanut butter and shit, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden
it's
it's
fucking
gonna accumulate.
so weird. You can just eat something and then all of a sudden you turn into a balloon animal and you fucking
Die. I didn't
Imagine
get...
seeing that
How fucked
in
is
the
that?
wild. Just like something just over a couple of hours and then they're dead.
Mm.
Because it like swells up your fucking esophagus.
Hmm.
I remember Sonny nearly died because he was allergic to bees. He kept eating them, like on the grass, and his fucking head just went massive. Like he was.
Sonny's his dad.
Yeah. No, he was in the backyard.
Got some cracked out dad just crawling around in the backyard.
Oh shit.
Oh. Johnny's his dog.
Yeah, just to clarify.
In case you didn't know. Man, that's funny. Imagine your dad just... Oh my god, it hurts. He comes inside. Why is your head so fucking puffy?
Oh, no,
I've been
No.
eating bees. I feel like I'm gonna be a dad that my kids don't understand me.
You're gonna be too.
Like I'm gonna be doing no. I'm gonna no underside. Doesn't matter actually. I'm trying to direct you. I'm trying to direct you, bro. Holy fuck. Nah, it'd be too weak.
Oh, fuck. What would be too weak?
I think I'd be the cunt eating bees, cunt.
I don't think my children would understand me. Because I'd be eating bees.
Like, what if your kids are nothing of what if your kids are nothing like you and they just don't understand? Like, how you fucking vibe. Like, you know, some people...
I'm definitely going to feel that when they hit their teenage years.
Mm.
When they're just like, no, leave me alone.
Mm. Like, I mean, you know, so like, they won't understand me, as in, you know, when like you talk to someone and you just know that you'll never be friends. Like, you just know that they're not the person that you're friends with. Like, what if that's your kid?
Oof, that would fucking suck.
It's like, so you like the way you see everything, the way you operate is fucked.
You'd have to make it work somehow. You'd find their interests and you'd try and make them yours.
That's a great way of doing it. Mm. But what if it's like, what could they be doing that we just could not understand? Like video games, when our parents were young, they didn't. My parents didn't play video games. They could not understand how I liked video games.
Alright, take it a tier above. Plug it into the Matrix. Like VR.
He loves the Matrix. Dad, jump into the Matrix with me. I'm like, I don't like that ethically. And he's like, what are you on about?
It's rotting your brain cells.
I'd jump into the Matrix if my son fucked with the Matrix. But I'm afraid I'd get addicted. I'm afraid
definitely.
I'd vibe with the Matrix too hard.
Yeah. I'd probably end up ditching
sick.
my son and fucking doing my own shit in the Matrix.
Literally, he's too slow. Like, he sucks.
I am the alpha.
No, like if he's 8, what am I going to be doing with him? He's going to be there like getting murked by like men, just picking him up, ripping his head off. Oh my god!
But if he's in the Matrix, he's just downloading information.
That'd be crazy, man.
Imagine that. Just having a little chip that you can just download. Fucking expert in jiu-jitsu.
My kids are gonna be so fried. Like, they're gonna get chips in their brain most likely. Because by the time they're 18, it's gonna be normal, and then all their friends are gonna get chips. Then they're gonna be like downloading books.
The singularity.
And then I'm gonna be a retard to my kids. They're gonna be like, my dad is so like low frequency, he doesn't get anything. And I'll be like, huh? What? Explain, please. Just get the fucking chip. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah, chip's weird. The whole Neuralink. Like, it's amazing what they're saying the possibilities of it could be. But I don't think I'd be getting it. I think I'd sit out and wait a very long time and let others experiment with it.
Is that how people thought about TV though? I don't know
Probably
about
not.
this TV shit, man. I'm gonna sit for a bit.
Bro, fucking when you look at what people are saying about the internet and shit like that, like TV hosts and stuff are like, bro, it's just gonna be a whizzy wuzzy. Like,
Yeah, what's this internet shit?
yeah, like nobody's gonna fucking use this. The whole fucking world is using it.
That's like where NFTs are right now, I feel. Everyone's like, fuck NFTs, what are NFTs, NFTs, ha 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 ha. I think NFTs are like, I gotta look into that shit.
I don't know.
Because the hate they get from it almost seems like it's connected to blockchain technology, which is the future, and his NFTs. Something that people who are experts in it say is important.
I need to buy some shares. Like that one you were telling me about, the guy who was on Joe Rogan's podcast who was talking about the singularity. His shit.
That's just like one that I go, puts just in case, you know what I mean? Because if that guy's shit blows, the cunt's literally designing AI. If he creates the first sentient AI, he's directed cryptocurrency for his AI. I don't know, maybe it gets really expensive. Yeah, but it's legit gambling. It's long-term gambling. I'll be keen.
Such a jerk. Tell you, this third day with no Nick wasn't as bad as yesterday. It's still pretty fucking bad,
Yeah.
but not as bad as yesterday.
Have you puffed?
Swear on mums.
Do you think it comes in waves? Do you think it'll come in waves?
What?
Like this day will be easier, then tomorrow will be fucked, and then today will be easier. Like
Well, no. Well, they reckon that like on the third, fourth day after you've like stopped doing it, that's when your withdrawals will be the strongest. Like you'll get like nausea, fucking headaches, everything, and like and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And then after that, it kind of all that stops. But one thing that I know I will still have there, even if like none of that shit's there, is just the urge to have a puff.
And that's just a constant exercise.
Yeah, and that's what my fucking mate said to me today, who's a smoker, and he's jumped off it before. He was like, that's the one thing that like kind of never escapes you. Like just the wanting to have a puff.
Fuck.
And
That's
especially
such a slippery slope, hey.
it wasn't like that. It wasn't like the longing to have a puff when I first took it up, which was like socially, like on weekends and shit. It was just like, oh, cool, I'll have a smoke. But I never felt like I like needed it, like I was addicted, because I wasn't yet. But yeah, now I can feel that I want it. I feel like because I've built it into a schedule, or had built it into a schedule of like, as soon as I wake up, I'm just gonna have to fucking
allow it. If it comes down, it's part of it. It's part of the aesthetic now.
What the fucking? So the body's hit the floor. Yeah, because I built smoking into a schedule. As soon as I like wake up and I'm on my like way to the office, it's already lit. Smoking it out the fucking window. One at fucking smoko, one at fucking lunch, one when I get back to the office, and then however many at home. Like, yeah, it got pretty bad. Halfway through this year, I was smoking like what, 7, 8 during the day, and then I'd do like another 7, 8 just strictly at night at my house.
Bro.
Watching YouTube, I just go outside, leave my room, go outside, have a dart, go back in. Leave my room, go outside, have a dart, go back in.
Brian.
Like everywhere I had my phone, like, and I'd go outside, like work its way from the back from going outside to the front, and then up onto the fucking front porch. Like, yeah. So that wasn't good.
No.
But yeah, because I've put it in like timestamps. My body's kind of just like,
It gets it at certain points.
yeah. It's like, oh, wake up. What do you do when you wake up? Have
Yeah.
a dart. Even though I've only been doing it for like a year or
That's
two.
a long time. Just to
In the
organize.
grand scheme of things, no.
It is.
No, I agree with Gus.
What do you mean? It takes a
Bro,
month to
bro, bro,
establish
bro.
a habit. You've been doing it for 12 months.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a hard habit.
But
it's
I wasn't
better-
doing anything before that for my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's heaps long.
Yeah, but
If you wake up and eat breakfast for a month
Oh.
straight, yes. If you wake up and eat breakfast for a month straight, you'll just do that from then on, pretty much. And then plus you tie that in with a fucking chemical, it's gonna grab you.
I think it depends on how much you do and how long you do it for.
Yeah.
Like, he was saying like he changed how much he was doing it. Like after that first month he might have been addicted, but you were having like 5, 6 darts a day or something? Or less maybe?
yeah, when I started taking it to work, I was like only having a couple, like one at each break, and then I was kind of having one whenever I'd have a break.
Yeah, and then towards the end of it was in double digits.
Yeah, and then but that's the thing. That's when it kind of went in waves, where I'd be like having close to nearly a pack a fucking day, and then it'd drop down to like a pack would nearly last me the whole week.
Did you notice anything when it dropped down to like a pack a week, going from a pack a day?
Yeah,
Oh really?
as in like I could notice that it was me being like, you don't need this many darts, but my body's still going, just fucking have it. So.
You think you'll be right though? You think you'll make it through the quitting?
Through the quitting. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what quitting is in like the grand scheme of things. Because sure, I want to quit it, like, so I can be healthy and whatnot, save some money as well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind having one down the line, like a puff of a vape, a dart. I know I'm gonna have a puff of a fucking shisha, because that's not fucking used very much.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that shit, it's just like, oh yeah, I could have a hit or something like that. But would I risk tying myself back into it?
Not worth it.
Or is it
Is it even that good though?
pretty fucking good?
Yes, I have to do it.
I don't mind lighting up, bro. That's the. It's like, for me now, it's like smoking darts is nostalgic to me, especially late at night by myself when it's nice, fucking a bit chilly, like a bit of a chilly night, cool, calm night, midnight, up the back with Hector. Just the like sound of the fucking lighter going, lighting up the dart, and hearing the little crackle of shit being lit up, and the it's bliss.
Yeah.
And cancer.
Yeah.
But please.
I get that.
Real bliss.
It's an environment. It's setting a vibe for you, and it's like brings you into relaxing. It soothes you, and then that's, There, you got to watch out for that. That the biggest threat is like the long tentacle down the road. You know what I mean? There's always like that bit where cunts quit and then they pull back in.
Thank the Lord for fucking Alistair butt.
Oh yeah.
Because when I properly, I know it's like the third day, but when I properly stopped, because I was like having at least one puff of Nick for a day or something like that, or one dart during the day, and that was it. Alistair asked me, he was like, how's the quitting going? And I said, oh yeah, it's going good. Like, I'm just having like a puff of like a vape or a dart. And he just went, you're a fucking bitch. And I went, what do you fucking mean? He was like, go cold turkey like me. And I was like, yeah, well, you fucking sucked ass with that as well. And he was like, yeah, but I still fucking ended up doing it. And then I was like, yeah, so like, I know what I'm doing. And he just went, your mentality's weak. And then he said it again. He was like, you're a bitch. I was like, I just kind of sat there and was like, yeah, keep talking that shit. But in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna fucking not smoke now because I'm not a bitch. Fuck you.
Well,
but I was like, and through the days, like and even now, I'm just like, still holding that there. Him being like, you're a bitch. I'm just like, oh, I really want to fucking smoke, but fuck you, I'm not, even though I want to. Just because, like, if he hadn't said that, I'd probably, like, have one. But just because he was like, you're a fucking bitch, your mentality's weak.
well, is your mentality weak?
No.
It is weak. You said you quit and you still had puffs in the day.
No, I was, like, working my way down.
What do you mean? You
What
didn't
do
say
you mean?
that. You didn't say that before you did that. You said, I'll work my way down before New Year's, and then you quit. You changed the goalposts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weak mentality. You change your definition of your shit.
Alright, maybe, okay, my mentality's weak towards that.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought you were, like, having a jab at my whole mentality.
No, not your whole character,
yeah.
cunt. No, I wouldn't attack your character.
Yeah, to that, yes, weak.
Yes.
So, him calling me out
Oh,
like
shit,
that.
you would have thought I was going in just then. No, I did not mean it
no.
like that.
Yeah. So when he like called it out, I was like, no, I actually need to change this. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep dropping the ball.
Yeah, legit. Oh, be interesting to see. Well, Tom's already, or what's in it, Mr. Cox is already fucking.
Tom's already Mr. Cox.
He's already just gone. He's. Chris is doing strong, but he has the nicotine spray, so he's similar to you. Why don't you nicotine spray instead?
Because that'll just be, it's just
AIDS.
letting down the ball.
True.
I feel doing this and just overcoming it, like all these fucking withdrawal symptoms are just gonna be like, whoo.
When's it the hardest? At work?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because like hits break and whatnot, and I'm just
Yeah.
there going. I'm on my phone, and usually when I'm on my phone at break,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like that's just there. Oh, bro, it's so weird to say having a dart is like nice, even though it's potential death.
Yeah. It is
Like very
weird.
high likely death if you keep doing it.
Such a weird thing.
I'm not sure if there's like any kind of deeper connection to like the unconscious mind, like connecting risk to doing something.
Yeah, maybe there's like, oh, this is bad, and I'm gonna do it because maybe. It's
Yeah.
a really weird drug. It's a really
can
weird
see
thing that
that.
people do.
Yeah.
Smoking. What about you?
What
You just failed, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, who would have guessed it? No.
Wait, when are you gonna stop?
Monday.
Monday. Why don't you stop now?
Because I fucked up.
How?
Because you fucked up. But why don't you just stop now?
Because I want it.
Because you don't want to. But you said you were.
Your
quitting.
mentality's weak.
Your mentality's weak. You're a bitch. Don't agree. Disagree.
I want
No,
to. You're right.
dis-a-fucking agree. Give me the vape.
No,
Give me the vape.
I want to.
Give me the vape.
Why?
Cause you're quitting.
I am quitting on Monday.
No, you're quitting now.
Monday.
What's the date on Monday? What's the date on Monday?
Monday.
Anybody know what the date on Monday will be?
It's Friday today, so 3 days from now.
8th, 9th, 10th. It'll be 10 days over. 10 days late. You know what that is? That's it. That's a fucking fail.
And then when you guys fail,
I'm not gonna
and I
fail.
get 10 days
I'm
after
not
that.
gonna fail. I'm not gonna fail because you know what I hear in my fucking ear whenever I think about fucking having a. You're a bitch. Your mentality's weak.
Yeah.
And that's coming from my little brother.
Cold, man.
Should we get your sister in here, bro?
Yeah.
Should we get her to
Fuck
like
no.
call you a
Yeah,
bitch?
Call you a fucking
No, she does. She has.
man whore again.
And you just
Yeah,
allow
Man,
it.
oh, yeah. No, because I had a plan, and I fucked all of it on like the first day.
How?
Well, my plan was that, on not New Year's Day, but that like the Monday of that week was from that point on. I'm gonna be getting up before 8 and going to the gym every day and going to the pool every other day, not smoking, doing all these things, and then on that Monday I got up at I think 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I couldn't be bothered to go to the gym, so I didn't eat properly.
Yep.
I had a ton of shit food, and then I came up here.
Yep.
And Finn threw me his vape, and I was like,
So failing every other thing gave you an excuse to fail in that.
no, not an excuse.
Yeah.
But it
What
made
is it?
me not want to
Start on that day.
continue. It made me, it was
Start on
like-
that day. So what happened tomorrow? What happened the next day?
It's happened again.
And what happened the next day?
It happened again.
Yeah, it's your mentality's shit. Your mentality's weak.
Throw the vape down because you're gonna do it tomorrow, and then when Monday comes around,
You're gonna
like
fail.
New Year's came around, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I thought I had more time." Oh, well fuck, it's gone
Alright, well,
now.
Now it's on the thing.
It's gonna suck. It's
Oh,
no
no.
matter what.
No. It doesn't matter if it's on the fucking
No,
thing.
because now I'm hooked into it.
No, you're not.
No.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were hooked into it. We were hooked into
Who've
it,
ever seen it?
bro.
It doesn't matter. It's
No,
on the
hold
thing.
up. We were hooked
What?
into this. We were hooked into this like months before the new year
I
came.
wouldn't
Yes.
say it was months.
Yeah, bro. It was like
It was
Chris
so
said it like 6
fucking
months
long.
out.
No,
You
no,
agreed
hold
with
up.
him.
We said it. Me and Chris said it at the start of the
say it.
fucking year.
Yes.
Me and Chris
I
said at the
wasn't
start of the
aware of
year, we will be
in
ending.
in fairness, Chris has been saying this for a while. I know
It was
about you.
only no.
agreed.
I
I
said it at
remember
the
I
start
asked
of the
him
year.
early.
I said like because I kept getting asked about it like at the end of last year.
So you gonna quit?
Well, the year before that, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh, just get off," and I was like, "Okay, I'll quit the end of fucking 2021."
Yeah.
Kind of failed like first couple of days,
The first
but
fucking few hours, we were supposed to throw them out, and you go, no. What were you? When we go to sleep, that'll
no,
be it.
hold up.
No, I
you
said
wrote
that.
me into that.
I said no, I didn't fucking rope you in.
No,
I said
you
that.
said that, and that gave me an excuse to be like, yeah,
Yeah, that's you.
I'll
You
just
had
do
a
that.
weak fucking mentality.
Yeah, well,
That's
guess
on
what?
you.
Guess what? Day 3, motherfucker. Day 3.
Day
What's
3.
that? Nearly day fucking 4.
It's not
What are you? What are you? Day fucking 0. Ground 0, bro.
Right? See, with Gus, right? He tripped. The challenge was more than he expected. he fucking failed. But you know what he did? He picked himself straight back up.
Which is what I'm gonna.
Which
do
is a
Monday.
strong mentality. You know what I mean? He
What?
recognized the weak mentality and he had the strength to strong man it.
Which is what I'm gonna do on Monday.
It's not what you're gonna do on Monday.
I bet.
It's not what you're
Bet.
gonna do on
No,
Monday.
no.
Not a single chance.
Why?
Bet how much?
Why Monday?
How much you want to bet?
I'll pay you $200 to succeed.
When am I gonna get? When does succeed?
I'll decide.
Alright, and if I don't, I'll pay you what?
No, don't nothing.
No, because
I'm
then I'm locked in.
no.
It's not about making money for me. It's about
not-
losing money.
no,
I don't care about making money. I care
No,
about
it's
losing.
not about that. It's about me paying you to succeed. I want the best for you, Tom.
Don't fucking do that to me.
I want the best for you. $200 to succeed.
Yeah.
Would you like to chip in?
No.
$200 to succeed.
I'll pay both of you $100.
I don't want any money.
I'll pay you $200.
No, don't give him this. We want the best for him. We want him $200 to succeed. Don't allow him to give anything back because that gives him an out.
Look at that weak mentality.
Because he'll pay $100.
That weak mentality.
He'll
What do you mean?
He'll pay
What do you
$100.
mean?
He'll pay $100 for the feeling of getting what he wants because that's how much it's worth. For
Alright,
him.
500.
What?
If I lose.
500 if you lose. I don't want your money. I want to pay you $200
Alright,
to
then you can
succeed.
take it.
Don't say yes, please.
What? So I just get 500?
No, don't do
it's
it.
your fault.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why?
Because it's not worth it. We like.
Because you think I'm gonna fail.
No, because you'll weed your way out. You'll be like,
600.
nah, he'll weed his way out.
Yeah.
No, don't
He
take
will.
it.
He will.
How will I weed my way out?
You'll just
Actually-
pay $600.
I'm not. I don't want to pay you guys.
Of course you
$600.
don't, but you'll find a way because you'll be desperate.
No.
Yes.
I did it with my mate.
$700. Fine.
700.
Boom. 700. Done.
$700.
That's a
And
that's
I
a
don't have
high
to give
amount.
you anything.
That's a high amount. Yes.
I'm
Agree.
ju-
Shake
yeah,
his
okay.
hand.
Yeah.
I don't have to give anything.
Shake the hand. Shake hand.
But
Shake hand.
If you fucking...
Monday.
How long does it have to go for?
What's? Well, let's say September.
September.
September, but that's...
September 31st.
Okay, but
September
then,
30th.
then we've got exceptions like cigars or...
Shisha. Exception.
Shisha is as well.
Shisha and a cigar on a birthday. That's it.
On a birthday. What about like Naruma and stuff? Everyone's having shisha.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
It's like
shisha
an
comes
event
out,
thing.
I can have shisha.
Yes.
Yes, well I'm
And
doing the
with
same.
cigars.
Like,
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that 700. Drop it into my bank.
Looking forward to that. 200.
Look at you didn't know it was for nothing.
What?
For
I
nothing.
thought I was getting 200 if I succeed.
200. Oh yeah, sure. We could do that. We didn't shake hands on that, but I'll pay you $200 to succeed.
September it is.
September.
Alright.
That's beautiful.
And I'm just here in this locked in mindset.
That's good. I'm happy for you. Let's go.
Fuck. I wonder how Chris is doing with that fucking Nicorette shit.
The spray.
Do you know if he got fucking patches?
If he got patches.
Yeah.
I don't think so. He said he didn't want patches.
Yeah.
But
Probably
he
best.
also said that the spray did fuck all.
He was saying it like did enough.
Well, yeah, he said it was like enough to make him not want the spray. Like the spray was that fucking horrible, and it was like burning his throat and all that shit. That it was like if he can avoid having the spray, then he will.
Mm.
So I guess that's a good thing.
The spray's shit. I even sprayed. It's
Yeah.
fucking
I
hot.
tried
You
it.
didn't even mind it though, but I think it's
No,
horrible.
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Because I thought Chris
spicy.
was talking about how shit the flavor was, but like the flavor it wasn't that bad. but
Yeah.
The feeling of it was horrible.
Doesn't even mist. It's legit a squirt of just burning nicotine in your
Ugh.
throat.
Yeah, it's
fuck.
fucked.
It's not like a. It's a.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't fucking take him up on the fucking
Mm.
give that a shot.
It does work though because it codes like a negative reaction to
Yeah.
getting your hit, which
Well,
will
that's
probably
like,
help you.
bro. Like that hypnotherapy I did.
Yeah. You
Fucking
should do that again. See if that stacks onto your mentality.
probably could
Yeah.
because fucking I was smoking Winnie fucking Blues at the time,
Fucking hell.
and after it, yeah, I couldn't really fucking smoke them.
Yeah.
They just and they were like, I like the taste of them,
Mm.
and then they immediately tasted pretty fucking shit.
That's crazy. Like, what is hypnotizing people? Like, what is that?
But I found something else. I found JPS. I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't taste bad.
Mm. Podcast over. Podcast over. How long were you gone for? Thanos. Yeah, now 20.
Yeah.
That's good.
Um.
You gonna play harmonica, bro?
Give him a new scene.
Give him a new scene. Where did he?
I don't want to
Where did
direct.
it go?
It puts too much
Nah,
pressure
do
on
it,
him.
do
It
it.
pressures him. I can't direct.
You go direct.
Fuck your ass.